Well, well. Good morning, resistors. Good morning, maggots, if you happen to see this. And good morning, everyone else. What a day. What a day. I have to say, this. Today. I don't know. Today was a weird day for me. I have to admit. Today was a weird day. Let me check something real quick. Okay, good. So that's working. You know, we didn't have, for those of you who have been following the impeachment hearings, who have been have just been keeping up on what's been going on. We knew, didn't we? We knew that we wouldn't be getting a fair trial by the Republicans, so it shouldn't surprise us that the events happened the way the way that they did. We knew, we just knew we weren't going to get a fair shake. So, there's nothing we can do. We knew that Mitch McConnell was going to coordinate with the White House. He admitted it. He said so himself. From the very get-go, the Republicans, whether in the House committee or in the Senate hearings, excuse me, they've been from day one trying to figure out who the whistleblower is. They've been trying to find out who it was that first told on Dear Leader Trump. How dare somebody do what they've been, they swore an oath to do, or that they made a promise to do. I mean, how dare somebody report any of Trump's misdeeds? How dare they? So, as I've been watching this unfold, I've been listening to both sides, Republicans, Democrats, and I've said this before. I have been absolutely, how should I say this, impressed with the way the Democrats have handled themselves and handled this hearing. They, especially Adam Schiff, they have followed the letter of the law to the T to make sure that they didn't give the Republicans any ammunition to come back. And this is the only thing they can come back with, is they want to expose. They've been trying from day one to expose the whistleblower, as we know, the one who first came forward. And because of the law, we have laws in place that protect those that report their superiors for wrongdoing, and for good reason, because we don't want reprisals against anyone that comes forward. Now, if it comes out that this person lied, I'm not sure what happens after that, at that point. But if your story has been corroborated by several key eyewitness testimony, then they don't even need your testimony at that point. But your identity is still protected. So from day one, people like this on the screen, people like this. Now, I'll tell you who he is in a minute. But people that have been just absolutely screaming to find out who it is. And so just recently, well, I shouldn't say recently, it's been as late as October, the so-called identity of the whistleblower was, quote unquote, exposed. They exposed the whistleblower. Which turned out to be false, but they're doing it again. The same guy. They're going after the same guy and exposing, so-called, quote unquote, exposing this person. And this is the guy that has caught my attention. I've been watching him for the past couple of weeks. His name is Terrence K Williams. You can find him on Twitter. You can find him on Facebook. I think he's on Instagram, if I'm not mistaken. Um, yeah, he is on Instagram. I don't follow him there, but he has been taunting the federal government with, you're going to stop me from exposing the whistleblower. It's like, Terrence, you are technically breaking the law. Here's my I want to give you my thoughts on it, but let's go watch a few videos of him first. Okay, this is the guy they think is the whistleblower. Okay, let's read. The Democrats want us to respect the whistleblower. They would like for everyone to stop saying his name and showing his picture. They even want to arrest Rand Paul for doing it. So please do not retweet Eric Ciaramella name and picture. Okay, we're going to just highlight that because there's another place I would like to. I'm going to look this just to be sure I've got everything. Let's see. Wiki spooks. Goodness. All right. So Eric Ciaramella. All right. So the Washington Examiner, the alleged whistleblower. Let's open that up. And okay, so basically, Eric Ciaramella, the alleged Ukraine whistleblower, was long suspected of deliberately attempting to damage President Trump's foreign policy from the inside and had access to policy information far beyond his regional expertise, according to former National Security Council officials. Okay. Ciaramella, 33, a career CIA analyst, was Ukraine director on the NSC toward the end of the Obama administration and stayed there during the first few months of the Trump administration. When he was acting senior director for European and Russian affairs and then special assistant to Lieutenant General H.R. McMaster, who is Trump's national security advisor, until he left the White House in the summer of 2017. Now, a deputy national intelligence officer for Russia and Eurasia on the National Intelligence Council, Ciaramella is suspected of being the official who filed a complaint about the July 25th phone call between Trump and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. Democrats are pursuing the impeachment of Trump, accusing him of linking Ukrainian military aid to investigating corruption related to business dealings by former Vice President Joe Biden's son, Hunter Biden. The person that I always felt extremely uncomfortable around was Eric Ciaramella. He was one of the few guys around who seemed to know where the filing cabinets were, so to speak. One former official told the Washington Examiner, adding that Ciaramella was antagonistic at an early Trump administration gathering when it was said that the goal was to turn Trump's campaign promise and platform into policy. Okay, so this is the alleged, and I'm not going to read the entire article here. All right, so basically we have people that are saying, and another quote here, body language to me was all that this guy was about. He was not happy about the Trump administration. He was not on board with the Trump policy. So I always assumed that he was leaker number one and not to be trusted. Well, okay, first of all, why is this official calling him a leaker? A whistleblower is not a leaker. A whistleblower is somebody who reports to the official channels. Okay, a whistleblower is somebody who uses official channels to make a complaint. Okay. So the Washington Examiner, I mean, I'm not sure who's writing this, but it sounds like I'm reading a Trump supporter bitch and moan about And who are these officials? We don't even know who he's talking to. Another former NSC official told the Washington Examiner he was a principal suspect in the leak of the first transcripts that came out on Mexico and Australia back in August 2017. We couldn't get McMaster to run the tapes and find out who it was. Well, first of all, that's not your job as an official. Your job isn't to find out who it was that leaked. I'm sorry, that didn't leak the information, but that exposed this information. The point is to find out if the information is credible. The first former official said, I was stunned to find out that McMaster got him to be his special assistant where he saw everything. What? Ciaramella's desk in the NSC suite in the White House West Wing gave him access to all types of NSC paperwork and a view of who walked in and out. Ooh, espionage. My gosh. I mean, you can just hear it. He's like, oh. He would have seen all of the paperwork that went in from McMaster, all the paperwork that went into the president. He just would have seen everything. Okay. And the article goes on for a little bit longer. I'm not even going to bother reading it. Okay, so again, this is the alleged whistleblower. You notice how they say the alleged whistleblower? The alleged this, the alleged that. First of all, we do not know. We do not have concrete proof. We do not have concrete proof that this is the person that everyone's been talking about, trying to expose. We don't know. All we know is he worked for the CIA and eventually for NSC. Did I get that right? NSC, yes. Okay, so, I mean, this is all we have to go on. And these guys are going ape shit exposing this guy. So he's been retweeting his picture from this page from Terrence K Williams has been retweeted 8,000 times. 8,000 times. Okay. Now, obviously, people are saying, I'm going to jail. Okay, here's him talking. People are saying, I'm going to jail for tweeting Eric Ciaramella's name. They said me and Rand Paul should go to prison. The Democrats and liberals are demanding us to stop saying his name. So I created a song called Eric Ciaramella. Sing it with me. Retweet if you love my song. 11,000 retweets on this one. Okay, this guy is a goofball. This is all he does. He's a so-called conservative comedian, entertainer. To be honest, I haven't seen much in the way of entertainment. This guy has been close to just frustration and tears because someone dared impeach his dear leader. This guy is a Trump sycophant worshiper of the nth degree. This guy is, he has, if you want to talk about, if you want to talk about Kool-Aid drinking, this guy drank the whole pitcher. Oh yeah, he certainly did. Wow, this guy, I mean, and let's think first of all, before I comment, let's see what words of wisdom. Let's see what words of wisdom he has. I've got it turned up. Let's listen to Terrence.
Today, we're gonna sing a song. When I say Eric, you say Ciaramella. Eric Ciaramella, Eric Ciaramella, Eric Ciaramella, Eric Ciaramella. Who is the whistleblower? Who is the whistleblower? Now, we're going to do the hip hop version. To the hippie, to the hippie, to the hippie, to the hop, okay? Eric, when I say Eric, you say Chura Miller. Eric Chura Miller. Eric Chura Miller. Eric Chura Miller. Eric Chura Miller.
What's sad
Who's
is
the
this
white
guy actually
from
thinks
the
he's
Miller?
entertaining.
Eric Chura Miller. Eric Chura Miller. Now, guys, we're going to do the classical version. Eric Chura.
I'm gonna skip. Yeah, blah. Laugh it up, Buttercup. Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? Let's just expose them. And who cares? It doesn't matter if it's verified information or not. Just expose it. Yeah, just okay, guys. 2 things here. And I wanted to go to his next post. If I can get to it. There it is. Okay, this is him bitching and moaning.
Oh, I see.
Oh, I see. No, you don't see. But but I want you to expose to everybody your ignorance at what you really don't see. But it's only 33 seconds. I think we can manage.
Oh, I see. The Democrats don't want us using the hashtag Eric Chiramilla. So since they don't want us to use it, we cannot make the hashtag Eric Chiramilla trend on Twitter. They don't want us to use it on Instagram. So I guarantee you they don't want us to use it on Twitter. So are we going to listen to the Democrats and the liberals? Or are we going to use the hashtag? You choose.
No, it's people with brains in their head that know what you're doing is wrong, stupid, and dangerous. And I'll tell you something else, Terrence. If anything happens to Eric Chiramilla, I don't even know if you're even saying his name right. If anything happens to him, idiots like you will be liable for that. See, this is the lawless age that we've come into. We've reached a time in our country where the rule of law doesn't mean jack shit. The rule of law doesn't mean anything. The rule of law is toilet paper at this point. Okay? That's where we're at in this country. This is where we're at. And it's pretty sad. It's pretty sad that people like this would stoop so low. They want to protect dear leaders so bad that they're willing to put someone's life in danger and possibly have him killed. Because let's not kid ourselves. These maggots would like nothing better than to have the whistleblower killed. And in their mind, it's justified. It would be a justified execution because their favorite leader, their dear leader, is he's been impeached. So therefore, we're going to take it out on the whistleblower, the person who brought it up. But see, this whistleblower, whoever he is, we don't need his testimony anymore. We just need to protect his identity. We need to protect his identity from psychopaths like you. Thank you, Sadie. We need to protect the whistleblower's identity from jackoffs and idiots like you, Terrence, and Rand Paul. I'm going to get to Rand Paul in a minute. Because apparently he wanted the identity of the whistleblower out right in the public hearing, right in the Senate hearing. He wanted Chief Justice Roberts to read his question, and it had something to do with the whistleblower. And of course, Chief Justice Roberts, he's a Republican, but he's not totally stupid. He knows that lawfully, that whistleblower's identity must be protected per the law. Okay? And it's the right thing to do, of course. So what these people are hoping will happen is some psycho who may live close to Eric Ciaramella will take action, will take it into his hands and kill him. And if that happens, well, he shouldn't have opened his mouth, right? He shouldn't have dared to expose dear leader and his crimes. How dare he? How dare someone actually do their job when they witness wrongdoing? Let's play the rest of it. Oh, we've already played this. I'm not going to play this again. This guy is Dunning-Kruger LARPing duping delight. I mean, and he's just having the time of his life, isn't he? He's just
Lamar out.
Yeah, blah, 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 blah. This guy's just having the time of his life as people are practically get away with murder. You know something? Let me address something. The Republicans, and I'll include Terrence K Williams, this guy is fucked both ways. These people are fucked both ways. Let's just say that Eric Ciaramella is correct. That is the correct whistleblower. They've identified him and they've got him and they've exposed his identity. Let's just say he's the whistleblower. They have broken the law and put his life in danger. You do not get to, you don't do that. That's against the law. It's illegal. And this clown who thinks he's funny, but he's only funny to maggots because, only a maggot could find this funny. It's really not. It's just, you're dancing to unlawful behavior. You're reveling in illegality. This is what you're doing. Okay. Now, on the flip side, let's say that this is not the whistleblower. Let's say they got it all wrong, and they very well could have gotten it all wrong. Okay. If they are wrong, they've exposed him as the whistleblower and he's not. Well, guess what? You guys can be sued for libel. Because you put an innocent man, well, he's innocent either way, but you've put an innocent man that had nothing to do with this in jeopardy. You've put his life on the line because you were upset that he would dare expose dear leader. And you can't take that. You can't stand the fact that somebody dared stand up to dear leader. Oh, how dare he? So I'm going to expose him. I'm going to go to the internet and I expose him on Instagram. I'm going to expose him on Facebook. I'm going to expose him on Instagram. Oh, Instagram won't let me do it. Well, yeah, because, at least somebody in Instagram, I don't know if it was an algorithm thing or they actually said, no. We're not going to do that here. We don't do that here. And it could be that they just didn't want any trouble. They didn't want any lawsuits. They're like, no, we're not going to let this, we don't want to be connected with this hashtag. And so they just said, no, you can't use this hashtag on our platform. So I don't know. It could have been an algorithm thing. If enough people report you on Instagram, it's an automatic. No, I don't know. I'm not sure I don't know how bad Instagram is. If it's automatic, But this lawlessness needs to cease. People's lives are going, I mean, people's lives are, people are going to get killed over this. We keep letting this happen. People are going to be killed because of idiots like this that decided to take it upon themselves to be the hero to my party and be a hero to my president. Terrence, Trump is not going to let you suck his cock ever. Okay? The best you can get, the best you're going to get is a one-time shot picture in the Oval Office, or if you happen to make it at one of his Klan rallies, you'll be his token African American. And he'll ask, "Hey, where's my African American Terrence? Where you at, Terrence? Yeah, come on up here. Come on, Terrence. Come on up here." And you'll dance for joy. Oh, my president called me to the stage. I mean, do you hear yourself sometime, Terrence? Do you hear yourself? you would risk putting someone in an early grave just to protect dear leader. You are a sick man child. And I'll tell you what, under the Obama administration, I didn't put up with that shit either. When Chelsea Manning came forward, I was all in support of her. They were going to railroad her too. When Chelsea Manning came forward and said, "I've got some things to say about what's going on," they were going to throw the book at her. And that was under the Obama administration. So you can't tell me that, "Oh, you're just trying to, you would do the same thing if it happened to the Democrat." No. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it was Hillary. I don't care if it was Obama. And I certainly wouldn't care if it was George W. Bush. This is lawless behavior. You do not expose whistleblowers. Full stop. It doesn't matter if you don't like them. It doesn't matter if they're exposing dear leader. Okay? It does not matter. They are protected under the law. And there's reasons for it. And you know what those reasons are. You should. Oh, so sad. So sad that we have this type of lawless behavior. And they giggle. They're Trump is going to get away with it. Trump is going to get away with it. Even though they're admitting that they're now admitting in the impeachment hearings that yes, Trump did this, but he felt he had reason to do it. And then Lindsey Graham says, "Well, he did nothing wrong in his mind." What kind of defense is that? Every criminal, yeah, they're more than sick in the head. Every criminal can justify anything that they do. Any criminal will justify their behavior. Okay? What kind of a defense is that? Are we in third grade here? Well, in his mind, he didn't see that what he did was wrong. I don't give a goddamn what he thought in his mind. Jesus. Oh, my God. But this is what we're dealing. This is what we're dealing with. We're dealing with morons and idiots. Okay? Dealing with morons and idiots that just can't, that they couldn't find their own asshole even if you drew them a map. Even if you drew them a map, they wouldn't. LARPing Dunning-Kruger. I need some whiskey. I'm enjoying a nice Evan Williams 1783 small batch Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. Nice and smooth. It reminds me of Balvenie. Balvenie. That's a good brand. If you ever want a nice smooth whiskey, Balvenie is the way to go, because that's also single barrel, aged double oaked, 14 years, 14 15 years I think. So yeah, I kind of like the nice smooth ones that don't give you a nice afterburn. But anyway, I just wanted to share this with you. This guy is just, I mean, he's like an infant. Listen to him as he talks about Senator Alexander comes out against witnesses, paving the way for imminent Trump acquittal. Listen to the excitement in his voice. Okay. Let's try with the volume on.
Okay. Lamar Alexander, y'all, is voting no on witnesses.
Okay, so why is he voting no on witnesses, number one? And why are you so excited? I mean, this guy sounds relieved. This guy sounds like, oh my God, oh, that was close. Oh, it's like, why? What do witnesses? I mean, how is witnesses going to? If you think this is a sham trial, and if you think that the Republicans are going to vote to acquit, why would you worry about what witnesses are called? Why does this excite you? Why are you relieved that no witnesses are being called? See, it doesn't make sense. This guy goes on and on and on about how innocent Trump is, and Trump didn't do nothing wrong. He didn't do nothing wrong. This infant is just, he's a baby. I mean, look at this guy. I mean, this guy's got to be 25 and he acts like he's 16 or 15.
The key GOP senator is voting no, and the Democrats are mad. But Lamar Alexander, don't listen to the haters, okay?
Okay, well, first of all, I'm not upset at his vote. I know why he's voting the way he's voting. He's retiring this year. He will not be seeking re-election. Okay? He's going to be retiring this year. Okay? So we're not surprised. We knew going, for the most part, the majority of resistors knew going in that this was going to be a sham trial. They knew that you guys were just going to railroad this and just acquit. It didn't matter if Trump came in himself and told everybody in the room, hey, I did it. There was a quid pro quo. I did it. It wouldn't matter. We knew going in that he was going to be acquitted. He was going to walk. There was no question. There was no question in my mind. But we wanted to see who was going to put pen to paper and actually vote for acquittal. We wanted to know exactly who it is so we know who we need to remove. Because guess what, Terrence? Blue wave is coming. Virginia is a blue state. And guess what? There's going to be a lot more states that are going to get a whole lot more bluer. So you can take this to the bank, dearie. Senators like this, Alexander, he admitted on Twitter that Trump did what he's being accused of. But he's going to vote for no witnesses anyway. Yeah, who cares? It's like, are we serious? No, this isn't serious at all. You guys aren't taking this seriously at all. You guys are a bunch of infant children. Okay.
Okay, you are on the right side of history. You will go down as a legend who helped President Donald J. Trump.
How is he going? Trumps. I hate how he puts a plural on every other. Donald J. Trump. He's gonna go down in history. Whose history? Yours? You maggots are in for a world of shit come November. He's not going to be remembered as a legend. Most of you maggots are so shallow. Most of you maggots are so squirrely. You can't pay attention for more than, I don't know. I would say your attention spans are what, 15, 20 minutes, if that. You're not going to even know this guy's name. When he retires, this guy's going to be a bookmark, a footnote, just a footnote on a page. You're not going to know who this guy is or care. He's going to be quickly forgotten, is what I predict. I mean, the best this guy can hope for is a spot on Fox News. Well, good luck with that.
Save America. And I heard you was from Tennessee, so I might just move there.
So basically, we're just going to see him dance and make a fool of himself. I mean, this guy is absolutely pathetic. I mean, like I said, this is what passes for comedy. This is what the maggots think comedy is, or what's funny. I mean, all I'm seeing is him acting like an absolute jackass and a fool. Why is this funny? I'm serious. I mean, comedy should, in order for comedy to work, there has to be an element of truth to it. Okay? That's what makes comedy funny, is you embellish and you make a crazy story crazier. But this is not funny. It's really not. I mean, you can call me butthurt if you want, but there's really nothing entertaining. There's no entertainment value to this. Okay. This is just sad. This is LARPing. This is Dunning-Kruger. Okay. Acting like a fool. But okay, enjoy your victory. Okay. No witnesses. All right. Expose the so-called whistleblower. Either way, your party is fucked. The people that exposed his identity, whether it's true or not, whether he is the whistleblower or not, people like you are going to be held accountable. Okay? The wheels of justice turn very slowly, Terrence, but it's going to catch up with you. You've gone way too far. People like you have gone way too far. Rand Paul is going to face a world of shit and a world of hurt. He's going to be prosecuted. Okay. Rand Paul is not going to escape this. He's not getting away from this unscathed. He's going to face, in the words of Donald Trump, he's going to go through some things, Terrence. Actor, comedian, commentator. Really? I mean, 750,000 followers. Okay. Well, enjoy your victory, Terrence. Enjoy it while you can. I mean, it's not going to last. It's not going to last much longer. But okay, you go ahead and try to make America great again. You know, make America great. Let's see what else is in this Twitter feed. Anything exciting, extraordinary, extraordinary, ordinary, extraordinary? Yeah, but that's all I've got. I just wanted to share uh, Terrence K. Williams. Wow. Nazis. We need to make Nazis afraid again. Send them back into the shadows. This is what you call a making America great? Bringing Nazis back from the shadows into the open square. And look, this is England. You know, this is a picture in England. They're just coming out of the woodwork and they're just not ashamed. They need to be made ashamed, smiling. It's like, how do you justify that? I'm a Nazi. Jesus. Yeah, all these people. This is in Alaska. People are demanding witnesses. Yeah, remember, this is the party of personal responsibility. Remember, Republicans are all about personal responsibility, and they're not even willing to hold their own president responsible for his actions. Isn't that amazing? I wonder why that is. Makes you sick. Kind of makes you sick, doesn't it? And and then Trump hires a pedophile on his team. This is who's representing Trump, a pedophile, a guy who goes to he goes to Jeffrey Epstein's mansion. He gets he goes to one of Epstein's parlors, businesses that give you a massage and a happy ending. Yeah. So this is the guy, this pedophile who got a rub down from a 14-year-old, but he says, oh, well, I kept my underwear on. It's like, you fucking disgusting cunt. What a disgusting piece of shit. Representing Trump. How nice. How nice. And it's amazing. Not all what's interesting is these people that escaped the Nazi concentration camps. Okay. They're not even dead yet. They're not all dead. And they have to watch this shit. They get to watch as Nazis are coming back. It's like the horrors of the death camps aren't quite over for them. Still, they're in their 80s and 90s. And Nazis feel like, oh, we can just come out of the woodwork. It doesn't matter. Yeah, and then this butthurt butt fucker, Rand Paul, who stormed out of the hearing because he was upset that Chief Justice John Roberts wouldn't read his question. Well, come to find out, his question was exposing the whistleblower. And this is what these people get upset about. It's like, you've sold your soul to Donald J. fucking Trump. Unreal. Kamala Harris is, I have a feeling she's gonna tell you what, if the Democratic nominee wins, I have no doubt in my mind she's going to end up in a pretty high position in the Democratic government administration. Somewhere. They're going to put her somewhere. She don't play. I would hate to be on the wrong side of her. And then we got fucking racists that, that think they can harass people, that they have the right to harass people. I mean, it just unreal. Trump team caught writing the questions for GOP senators. Oh my God. These people are lame. This made it on TikTok. Okay, nice. These people aren't even hiding it anymore. Dushewitz, Blondie, can't remember her name. Jackoff Sekalo, is that him? No, that's not him. He's somewhere on this table. Morons. Oh my God. Morons. Well, we're going to have to do better in 2020. We're going to have to do better. We're going to have to get out there and go vote. We can't afford to sit on our asses and sit out this election. Oh, wow. Proud conservative scum. Ex-GOP, never Trump, Texas fight, hook 'em. Yeah, see, and here's the interesting thing. You've got actual conservatives that cannot stand Trump because they know what Trump has done to the party. The GOP is not coming back from this. Once Trump passes on, what will you have? What will you have then? The Republican Party has become the party of Trump. There's no doubt about it. Their whole identity has been centered around this individual. What are you going to do when Trump is no longer there for whatever reason? Well, that's about all I had. But what I'm thinking of doing, I'm thinking instead of doing this in the wee hours of the morning when no one is up, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to start doing these in the afternoon. Just get up earlier, and because I just don't think very many people are going, they're not going to see this, and I would much prefer interaction with people in real time. So if I got to get up earlier and do this, okay. Oh boy. Let's take a look at Roberts. What's he doing?
Lost faith in government. Does the fact that the Chief Justice is presiding over an impeachment trial in which Republican senators have thus far refused to allow witnesses or evidence contribute to the loss of legitimacy of the Chief Justice, the Supreme Court, and the Constitution? Question from Senator Warren is for the House managers.
Let's listen to that again.
Majorities of Americans have lost faith in government. Does the fact that the Chief Justice is presiding over an impeachment trial in which Republican senators have thus far refused to allow witnesses or evidence contribute to the loss of legitimacy of the Chief Justice, the Supreme Court, and the Constitution?
Yeah. Interesting question. Good job, Warren. Good job, Elizabeth Warren. That was a very good question. The fact that, and see this guy, I mean, look at this guy. His hands are, I don't know if his hands are tied. He's got to abide by the rules that Mitch McConnell put in place, but I don't envy him at all. I mean, I know he's a conservative judge. I want to say he was appointed by George Bush. I think he's a Bush appointee. I want to say he's a Bush appointee. I could be wrong. If I'm not, correct me. But even he, I mean, he has got to see how ridiculous this is. He's got to see the ridiculousness and just the absolute abject horror. Because remember, he's trained in the law. He knows the law. Okay? And he's seeing the counsel for the president just absolutely buffoonishly try to defend Trump and to defend his actions. And he knows that Trump is guilty as fuck, but a case has to be presented and the jurors are the senators. And if the majority vote to acquit, it doesn't matter. It does not matter what Trump did. It won't matter. And he is bound to the decision of the Senate. But I don't envy him at all. I don't envy his position. I don't envy what he has had to see for the last week and a half. It's got to be torture. I mean, this guy is used to listening to lawyers that know the law inside and out and actually sound intelligent, that actually sound like they know what the fuck they're talking about. And this guy is like, what in the fuck is this? And when the best you have is Jay Sekulow, Dushowitz, pedophile, and Blondie, whatever the fuck her name is, Bondi, Pam, whatever the hell. Don't know, don't care. Don't care enough to even know. But when he has to listen to hours and hours and hours of gibberish from the counsel of the president, it's yikes. I mean, who wants to go through that? Who wants to sit through that? Oh my, oh my, 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 my. But this is where we're at. This is where we're at in this country. Mediocrity is, I don't know, it's extolled as a virtue. Mediocrity is celebrated in this country. Bill Hicks, the comedian Bill Hicks, he was pretty scathing when it came to just the, I don't know, just the intelligence level that just is dropping in this country. And it's sad to see. You hate to see it, but here we are. And he's got to sit there and pay attention and pretend that he wants to be there. Oh my God, shoot me. Just shoot me. I would hate, I don't know that you could pay me enough. I don't know that you could pay me enough to be in his spot. You couldn't. You couldn't pay me. Well, anyway, I just wanted to express my thoughts on Terrence K Williams, Rand Paul, who think it's cute and okay. They think it's cute and okay to expose people that just do their jobs, that just want to do the right thing. And all because it's dear leader, they're going to throw a hissy fit like this. These are cowards. These are nothing but little children in suits. Wow. Infants. But here we are. I don't know if I want to.
Is it true that quid pro quos are often used in foreign policy? What if the Democratic president were to be elected and Congress were to authorize much money to either Israel or the Palestinians, and the Democratic president were to say to Israel, no, I'm going to withhold this money unless you stop all settlement growth?
Well, first of all, douchewitz. Let me explain something that you should already know. You already know. You're pretending not to know. If the money was already released, if it was already signed off by Congress, by our intelligence agencies, or what have you, the president could not withhold the money. It would be illegal at this time, at that point. You douche. It would be illegal. It wouldn't matter if it's Republican, Democrat, Independent, or whatever the fuck. It would be illegal.
Or to the Palestinians, I will withhold the money Congress authorized to you unless you stop paying terrorists. And the president said, quid pro quo. If you don't do it, you don't get the money. If you do it, you get the money. There's no one in this chamber that would regard that as in any way unlawful. The only thing.
What are you talking about, you douche?
That would make a quid pro quo unlawful is if the quo were in some way illegal. Now,
this is what Chief Justice Roberts has to listen to for hours on end. This is the bullshit that Justice Roberts has to. I mean, how does he get through a day? Oh my God. This is Trump's team, his dream team. If Trump didn't already have the Senate locked in place, this would be laughed out. It would be laugh out loud everything he said. The only reason this wouldn't work anywhere in a court of law, in a Senate hearing. This guy has lost his mind.
Now we talked about motive. There are three possible motives that a political figure can have. One, a motive in the public interest.
It doesn't matter what you think the motive is. The point is, if the president thinks that the money is going to go to an ill-conceived cause, he has to consult the intelligence agencies that are also connected with the Senate, the House Intelligence Committee. You can't just decide on your own, I'm going to hold on to the money because of reasons. Obama couldn't do it, and neither can Trump, and he's just now learning that. This is what the American people are subject to. This is what the Democrats have to listen to. I mean, the intelligence levels, you go from Adam Schiff to this douche, it's like night and day. It's like they're not even remotely close. They're not even the same league. This guy is a clown.
And the Israel argument would be in the public interest. The second is in his own political interest. And the third, which hasn't been mentioned, would be in his own financial interest, his own pure financial interest, just putting money in the bank. I want to focus on the second one for just one moment.
Every public
I don't want to listen to this guy.
believes that his election is in the public interest. And mostly you're right. Your election is in the public interest.
What?
And if a president does something which he believes will help him get elected in the public interest, it cannot be the kind of quid pro quo that results in impeachment.
Dude. Yeah, no. You are wrong. It doesn't matter what the president thinks is in the public interest. He can't just do whatever the fuck he wants. Here we are, folks. This is bizarro world. Up is down, down is up, black is white, white is black.
The question is for the House managers. Would you please respond to the answer that was just given by the President's counsel?
Finally, a voice of reason. Let's hear it.
I would be delighted. There are two arguments that Professor Dershowitz makes. One that is, I have to say, a very odd argument for a criminal defense lawyer to make, and that is, it is highly unusual to have a discussion in trial about the defendant's state of mind, intent, or mens rea. In every courtroom in America, in every criminal case, or almost every criminal case, except for a very small sliver that are strict liability, the question of the defendant's intent and state of mind is always an issue. But he also makes an argument that all quid pro quos are the same and all are perfectly copacetic. Well, I'm going to apply Professor Dershowitz's own test. He talked about the step test. John Rawls, the philosopher. Let's put the shoe on the other foot and see how that changes our perception of things. President Obama, on an open mic, says to Medvedev, "Hey, Medvedev, I know you don't want me to send this military money to Ukraine because they're fighting and killing your people. I want you to do me a favor, though. I want you to do an investigation of Mitt Romney. And I want you to announce you found dirt on Mitt Romney. And if you're willing to do that, quid pro quo, I won't give Ukraine the money they need to fight you on the front line." Do any of us have any question that Barack Obama would be impeached for that kind of misconduct?
Yes.
Are we ready to say that that would be okay if Barack Obama asked Medvedev to investigate his opponent and would withhold money from an ally that it needed to defend itself?
He would be impeached.
That's the parallel here. All quid pros are not the same. Some are legitimate and some are corrupt, and you don't need to be a mind reader to figure out which is which.
Thank
For
you.
one thing, you can ask John Bolton.
Mic drop right there. Let's ask John Bolton. Let's get Lev Parnas on the stand just for icing on the cake. Yeah, let's ask John Bolton. John Bolton had a few things to say about this. Oh, no, he said, I don't want to be a part of this drug deal that they've cooked up. Unreal. Unreal. This is where we are in this country. Mediocrity. Mediocrity 2.0. I mean, and I got to hand it to Schiff. I mean, he has had the patience of Job times 10 throughout this whole entire process. I don't know how he holds it together. You've got to be a special individual to be able to sit through hours and hours and hours of testimony and keep your sanity the way he has. I don't know how he does it. I would have lost my motherfucking mind if I had to sit through, because you got to go through closed door deposition to make sure that you separate the witnesses from any possible handlers. And then when you go to the public hearing, you want to see if their testimony lines up exactly as they gave it. So I understand why they do closed door depositions. You know, these stupid fucking idiots, Republicans, don't know their asses from holes in the ground. Oh, the secret bunker, secret bunker, secret bunker. She's like, shut the fuck up, you idiot. Idiots, 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 idiots. Yeah. Arrest Rand Paul trends on Twitter. I'm going to give that a like. Arrest Rand Paul trends on Twitter after he walks out of impeachment hearings because Chief Justice Roberts wouldn't read his questions outing the alleged whistleblower. He then read it aloud to reporters before tweeting it. Paul repeatedly urged outing publicly. This guy is out of his goddamn mind. So whoever, it doesn't matter who this guy is, Eric's, I can't even pronounce his name now. But whoever this guy is, he's going to have to go into witness protection now. It doesn't matter if he is the whistleblower or he isn't the whistleblower. His life is in danger now because of this fucktard. This complete and utter fucking man-child went and exposed this guy. Whether and again, it does not matter. See if it'll let us play.
I did really love Herman.
Okay, now they're going to play an ad. Ugh.
The presiding officer declines.
Okay, let's read it.
The presiding officer declines to read the question as submitted. As you may have noticed, we had something slightly atypical downstairs. I asked a question and the question was refused. Now, it's been reported that this question's about this or about that, and it's been refused for one reason or another. I can tell you that my question made no reference to any whistleblower or any kind of person, a complainant from a whistleblower. I think this is an important question, one that deserves to be asked. It makes no reference to anybody who may or may not be a whistleblower. The manager, Schiff, says he has no knowledge. If he has no knowledge, the rest of us can have no knowledge of who the whistleblower is. The president's team says they have no knowledge of who the whistleblower is. I think it was an incorrect finding to not allow a question that makes no reference. It means that anybody ever said might have been a whistleblower could never be discussed in a proceeding.
To the race for 2020, just 4 days now until the Iowa caucus. Is hard to believe.
Okay, so they cut the question. Why didn't they just show what he asked? Okay, so MSN is trying to do the right thing by cutting the question, so that way the person isn't in any danger. Well, the question wasn't even presented by MSN. So, I mean, you could see there was a cut in the footage. So I think they cut that part out. I don't blame him, but I secretly wanted to hear from his own lips what exactly he said. But then again, we don't need that clip floating around somewhere. Because the guy is in danger. Whatever name he used in that interview, his life is in danger, and it will forever. life won't be the same to him, because there's going to be people that are still going to be convinced that he is the whistleblower, and they're going to want to silence him. Lindsey Graham could lose his seat in 2020. Yes, I want you gone, Lindsey. You're done. You have no principle. You have no principles. You have no character. You have gone full Trump. You know better, Lindsey. You know better. Go fuck yourself. Yeah, let's listen to this.
He remained on the board until
They're talking about Hunter Biden.
April
Of
2019. We also know that he remained on the board.
that is 3.5 million views. Where is her name? Why isn't it displayed here? Aaron Rupar doesn't say. Usually they have her name right there. Why isn't her name right there? What did Hunter Biden do for the money that Burisma paid him? Again, it's irrelevant. This trial is about Trump, not Hunter Biden. If you want to do a separate investigation, go ahead. Start your investigation. This is about Trump, you stupid gits, you morons, idiots, buffoons. Wow. And you get a follow. Oh my God. Well, that's that. So anyway, it's been about over an hour, so I'll say goodnight. But I just thought I would give you a glimpse into the life of the maggots, into the mindset of the maggots. Oh, there's Jay Sekulow. Unreal, this guy going on and on and on. And look at him shaking his head like, I'm making some real good points here. This fucking idiot. I'm so done with Jay Sekulow. And there's Lev Parnas. He showed up a couple days ago. He showed up to the hearings. Went right into the Senate hearing. He said, "Yeah, I'll talk to him. All they have to do is call me." Bunch of fucking cowards. Fucking cowards. Die in a hole, you motherfuckers. Here was a story about an aide to Mike Pence. Okay, so Jennifer Williams is a courageous American patriot to testify with her knowledge against. Okay, well, she's willing to testify. Okay, then, all right. I was going to say, if you work for Mike Pence, I don't know how. Okay. All right, that's fine. Pence aide who testified in an impeachment inquiry to leave vice president's office. All right, good for her. Good for her. You can find work anywhere else. You do not need to be in Mike Pence's office. So anyway, so that's that. But anyway, thank you for watching. And we'll do this again sometime. All right. Good night and take care. I should say good morning, good afternoon, and good night, depending on where in the world you are. And I think I'll start. I might start doing this in the in the afternoon, because I think this is just it's a real tough hour to do this. There's just nobody up that wants to watch this. I don't blame you. I wouldn't want to get up at 4 a.m. just to watch this. All right. Take care. Good night. And I will see you on the flip side. Keep your chin up. November is just around the corner.